Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. Now, before we start the materials, I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Lia Inayatul Maula. I am from University of Syah Kuala. Okay, in mathematics, we are always dealing with numbers. Odd, even, natural, rational, or irrational numbers. But numbers all the same. And now, it's time to us to learn about another concept in mathematics. The concept is vectors. This is a mathematical construct that has both magnitude and direction. Okay, now let's see what is the call of magnitude and what is duration meanings. The magnitude will be a number. So, if we look at this sample, we can say a vector can have a magnitude of 3. Now, this is the part that tells us how much. But it also has a direction. Its meaning 3 of something in a particular direction. This is why we represent a vector with an arrow. So, what we got of the sample is the length of the vectors tells us the magnitude. So, a longer vector means a greater magnitude. And about direction, the arrow points relative to some axis tells us the direction of the vectors. Many vectors are simply displacement vectors, denoting how far an object has traveled and in which direction. If such a vector connects 2 points, like A and B, like this, now we can call this vector AB with a little arrow over it. That's one way to represent a vector. Or we can also just refer to a vector with a letter like U, V, W, and etc. A different vectors, for the example like U and V, with the same magnitude and direction are called equivalent vectors. So we can say vector U is equal to vector V. And also if we have an equivalent vectors, so we maybe have it possibly that vectors can have different magnitudes and direction. And we can manipulate and combine vectors in various ways. In this video, we will learn about vector addition. If we have vector U and vector V and we place them head to tail with V starting where U ends, being very careful not to alter the direction of either vector, then the sum of those vectors of U plus V will simply go from the start of U to the end of V. Now, forming a triangle like so. If these vectors were AB and BC, so their sum would be called AC, as it would connect A and C. Now, let's see the formula from vector addition. If we have two-dimensional vector, we can say it vector u with the components are xa and ya, and the vector v with the components are xb and yb. So vector u plus vector v is equal to, we can add up their x component and then we can add up y component. So vector u plus vector v is equal to xb plus xa and yb plus ya, or we can also say it xa plus xb and then ya plus yb. Okay, now let's get some practice, a little bit of intuition for adding two-dimensional factors. So let's say that I have factor A. Let's say that its x component is 3 and its y component is -1. And then I also have vector B, and the x component is 4 and y component is 2. So what would vector A plus vector B equal? What resulting of this? Well, the convention is, if we're taking the sum of two factors, we can just add up their x components to get out new x component, and up their y component to get out new y component. So we can add up 3 plus 4 and -1 plus 2. So we can say that vector A plus vector B equal to 3 plus 4 is 7 and -1 plus 2 equal to 1. So the result is vector A plus vector B is equal to 7 and 1. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. I hope you will enjoy it, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.